All right, so ladies and gentlemen, it looks like we have a marquee release as well as collaboration from Jordan Brand, kicking off today with the Jordan 1 Low Trophy Room rookie card. Now these joints are going to be hitting for $140, and of course we all know there's a little bit of history as well as a tad bit of controversy surrounding the last Jordan 1 Trophy Room release. Many sneakerheads pointed the finger directly at Trophy Room store owner Marcus Jordan. A lot of allegations of backdooring a lot of the inventory, but I'm sure many sneakerheads will look past all of those allegations, at a chance to be able to cop this highly collectible and sought after Jordan Brand release. So of course, as we mentioned, $140. Now you do have until it looks like Wednesday night to actually enter the raffle. So it's trophyroomstore.com. This is a EQL raffle, which means unfortunately you guys are gonna have to cough up an additional $3.50 to enter this raffle. I know y'all are gonna be losing a lot of sleep over that $3.50. But the good news is you only actually have to pay if you are successfully chosen. So it says no bots, one entry per person, and it does say locals first. So additional controversy added to this release. Once again, it does say boost for entries with verified local addresses. So it looks like once you enter in all of your information for the raffle, people that are based in the local area of Orlando, where Trophy Room, the actual store, is based out of, do have a first priority advantage, making this more of like a regional release. And as far as me, you guys already know I'm always one to advocate to make sneakers widely accessible for everybody, but at the same time, I know sneakerheads do appreciate more rare, more regional release means that just, certain people have actually access to this sneaker. We'll see how this actually goes down, but I guess it does kind of add more, again, to the collectible factor, which we're gonna get into a little bit here shortly. So it does say that as far as the official press release via Trophy Room, it says this sneaker is a homage to the greatest to ever play the game and the card that started it all. Jordan and Trophy Room have once again intertwined legacy and heritage to create a premium AJ1. Taking cues from Michael Jordan's rookie cards, this sneaker and its exclusive packaging echoes the ethos and excitement of trading cards. So I'm most definitely kind of rocking with this story here. You guys know Jordan Brand, they like to add these little cool stories, and everything to kind of sell some of their releases. And as far as me being a kid growing up in the 90s as a huge Jordan fan, I feel like this story definitely hits home, because for me, I was already a big Jordan fan. And I remember like one day in it was like 3rd or 4th grade, something like that, this kid, he brought this binder to school one day, and when you open it up, it was just like full of basketball cards. I remember specifically he had like a whole section just for the Chicago Bulls. And I would say ever since I saw that binder, like as a kid at that time, like my eyes lit up and I was instantly hooked on trading cards from there. And would you guys believe it that I actually had a trading card store, actually like just a block down from my house where I grew up at. So you guys already know I was in that joint like every day with the Beckett magazine. If you know, just looking up all the card prices and everything. I was one of those kids that like pretty much memorized everything on those basketball cards, like from the height to the stats, everything like that. And you guys already know I had my own little binder with a whole book full of MJ cards like that. So this definitely hits home for me as far as the storytelling. Now, as far as the sneaker goes, what do you guys actually think about the look of the shoe? It does seem like they use some like unique materials. You do have the Trophy Room branding here. You got the Michael Jordan signature on there, some real premium packaging, to go along right side with the storytelling and everything like that. So joints are definitely beautiful as far as like a trophy piece. Of course, you got the Trophy Room, blah, blah, blah. So I feel like it all ties together. It's a real collectible, rare type of release that, sneakerheads, like to go crazy for. But I would say, as just far as my opinion of the actual shoe, once you throw these joints on feet, I feel like they're not really hitting hard like that. I'm not a big fan of the materials used here. I'm not really a big fan of the shade of red that they used here as well. It's a little more vibrant. It does kind of have like a velvet almost type of look. When you throw these yellow laces in here, they're almost giving like Tiana Taylor vibes almost. So I feel like on feet, joints are trash, but as far as a collectible piece, I feel like they're really cool. And I think this is a shoe that a lot of sneakerheads and like OG Jordan heads, would grab to like possibly like display on a case or something like that. And as far as this whole Adidas Yeezy situation, it looks like today things have actually taken an interesting turn this morning, as it would appear that today's latest confirmed raffle entries have officially closed, and it would appear that they have actually sold out. But are these releases actually sold out? Now, so far as this latest batch of Adidas Yeezy releases, we've seen the 350 V2 steel gray drop. Them joints are currently sitting. They have a full size run available. We also have the Yeezy slides sitting in just about every size, which was an absolute shocker. My only guess is that Adidas must have like overproduced them joints, making like millions of pairs of these. And then of course we had the foam runners sell out, so it looks like those have proved to still be a popular release here in 2024. And then as far as today's drops, we had the 500, I guess they're calling them Stone Salt, and then we had the 350 V2 Flax restock once again. Now, from all of my time, covering Yeezys from almost the beginning up until now, just to kind of gauge the demand, I would say as far as these two particular releases, there wasn't a real high demand for them. Of course, we did have Ye also not co-signed his current batch of releases, so you have that to play into this as well. So I was absolutely shocked to see the registration close, implying that these were sold out. But after digging a little bit deeper, it would appear that via the Confirmed app, they are no longer available. But if you head over to the standard Adidas app or adidas.com, it looks like you can still go ahead and pick these up. So I guess it looks like Adidas is trying to use a little bit of trickery. I would say this is more of like a marketing ploy, because once you look on the Confirmed app, as I mentioned, it would imply that these are, sold out, leaving people to believe that this is like a hot, in-demand release, and making a lot more of these future Yeezy releases possibly a little more desirable just to the general audience. Because if people see they're sold out, they would say like, yo, these Yeezys are still hot or whatever, how it goes. So I feel like this is more of like a marketing ploy. Adidas is doing a little trickery to the audience, making us believe that the Confirmed raffle actually sold out, when these pairs are easily available through adidas.com or through the standard Adidas app. So as I'm saying, guys, if you like these joints, just go ahead and pick them up for yourself, as they are readily available. But just remember kind of the little message and backstory, behind this latest release. If you guys care anything about that, if not, if you just care to just buy sneakers and wear them, you don't have to get all caught up in the message or whatever. But as for me, I'm passing on these releases, but we'll see what Adidas has in store for us. It looks like the next possible release, as everybody's kind of waiting to see what else Adidas has in store, it looks like will be the 350 V2 Beluga Reflective, potentially, as one of you guys sent me a image, a little screenshot of the EU release, which just went down recently. It looks like over there across the waters, it looks like as far as this release, which was a popular holiday release a couple of years back, it looks like them joints are still sitting in a full size run. So if these joints are sitting, I find it very hard to believe that those Flax joints sold out today. So let me know what you guys think. Did you go for any of today's releases? And are you excited for a potential release of these Beluga joints? And salute if you are still here. Before we bounce, I did want to mention these Kith New Balance 1906Rs, which did officially drop today. For just like the one person watching that actually rocks with New Balance, these joints were actually sought after, by sneakerheads. I believe they did do a little raffle. And then as far as the leftover pairs, or they had a little leftover stock, just for the drop today, which I believe went down first come, first serve. So let me know if any of you guys actually went for this release. They had two colorways, and while I'm not a big fan of these two colorways or this release as well in particular, I'm a fan of what New Balance is doing. I feel like they're doing their collaborations the right way, making them limited, allowing sneakerheads to feel like they got something a little more special, and then they're just flooding the market with their GR. So you can walk into like just your regular everyday sneaker store and pick up a good pair of 1906Rs, which we've seen New Balance pushing heavy, and I feel like with these collaborations, it's kind of helping, make this a more bigger, more sought after sneaker. So I love the 1906R. I love what New Balance is doing. Don't really rock with these colorways particularly, but I feel like there's a lot more great, just everyday GRs available of this model, which you could just grab, sometimes even under retail. So salute to New Balance. Again, let me know if any of you guys grabbed these today. And again, let me know what y'all think about these Yeezy drops. Did any of you guys grab the pairs today? Are you holding out? And as far as the trophy rooms, did you guys enter, or do you feel like you have no chance? These joints are just too limited. And of course, as far as the hometown advantage, Orlando people have the major head start over everybody else. So drop your feedback down below. If you enjoyed today's video, help out the channel by hitting the thumbs up. Happy Monday. I hope we have a great week. Let's kick it off the right way. So I'm JA. Make sure y'all stay safe, stay blessed, and I'm out. Love.